While everyone is watching Tesla, Figure, and Boston Dynamics fight for the spotlight, China is building a very different kind of humanoid robot race. And this race is not only about who can walk faster, jump higher, or look better on stage. It is about solving the real problems that decide whether robots can actually work. Xiaomi is building a humanoid hand that can cool itself like it has artificial sweat. DroidUp Moya is making robots feel warmer, softer, and more natural around humans. Unitree G1 can listen to voice commands and turn them into full-body movement in real time. UBTech Walker S2 can swap its own battery without human help. And Midea MIRO U is asking a strange but important question. Why should a factory robot stop at 2 hands when 6 arms could do more work? But what does all of this really mean? Is China just showing more flashy demos, or is it quietly building the foundation for real humanoid deployment? Today, we are breaking down how China's newest robots are moving from viral clips into real-world production. First up is Xiaomi CyberOne, and this one starts with a part of the robot most people usually ignore, the hand. But for factory work, the hand is where everything gets serious. A humanoid can walk perfectly, but if it cannot grip a tool, tighten a bolt, pick up a part, or keep working near hot machines, then it is not ready for real industrial use. That is why Xiaomi's new robotic hand matters. When robot fingers keep moving for long periods, the tiny motors inside them can heat up and lose performance. Xiaomi is trying to solve that with 3D printed liquid cooling channels that work almost like artificial sweat glands, pulling heat away while the fingers keep moving. This means CyberOne can continue doing delicate hand tasks for longer instead of stopping because its fingers get too hot. The hand also has full palm touch sensors, so it can feel pressure across the surface, adjust grip strength, and handle objects even when cameras cannot see every detail clearly. But this is not just a cool robot hand sitting in a lab. Xiaomi is attaching it to CyberOne, a humanoid platform with 21 degrees of freedom, fast joint response, MySense depth vision for understanding 3D space, and an AI perception system that can recognize sounds, gestures, and human emotion. So the real story is not just that Xiaomi built a hand that can sweat. The bigger story is that CyberOne is being designed to see, move, balance, interact, and use that hand for real work. In automotive testing, it completed nut fastening tasks with a 90.2% success rate over 3 hours. So Xiaomi is not just making a cooler hand. It is building a humanoid hand that can survive the kind of repetitive, precise work factories actually need. What shocks you more? CyberOne's artificial sweat cooling, or the fact that it completed real nut fastening work for 3 hours? Tell me in the comments. Next is DroidUp Moya, and its breakthrough is not strength, but presence. Moya is built as a biomimetic humanoid, which means it is designed to feel more acceptable around people, not just useful from a distance. Its synthetic skin stays around 90 to 97 degrees Fahrenheit, 32 to 36 degrees Celsius, so when it shakes a hand, supports an elderly person, or guides a patient, the touch does not feel like cold plastic. Its camera-based eye system and facial tracking help it hold eye contact and respond with small expressions like smiling, nodding, and subtle face movement. That matters in hospitals, schools, banks, malls, and reception areas, where people do not only judge a robot by what it can do, but by how safe and natural it feels beside them. Moya also uses a human-like walking system with 92% gait accuracy, so it can move through social spaces without looking like a factory machine. China is not only building robots for production lines anymore, it is building robots for human spaces too. Now things get wild with Unitree G1, because this robot is not just being controlled like a remote control toy. In its recent voice demo, the G1 was listening to spoken commands, responding with lines like, "Please wait, I'm thinking," and then turning those words into full-body movement. That is the important part. It was not simply replaying one fixed routine. The commands started with basic actions like walking and jumping, then moved into more complex movements like planking, kneeling, half-squat walking, and even a Gangnam Style routine with a bow at the end. For a humanoid, that is not easy, because the robot has to connect language with balance, timing, direction, and body control all at once. Its depth camera and 3D LiDAR help it understand the space around it, so it can track the floor, judge direction, and move safely while performing the task. The 4-microphone array helps it hear spoken instructions, while the speaker makes the interaction feel more natural before the robot acts. And with 23 to 43 degrees of freedom depending on the version, G1 can turn a simple voice command into coordinated motion motion across its arms, legs, and torso. In real life, this could make humanoid robots much easier to use in schools, labs, factories, and service spaces because workers would not need a joystick, app, or coding screen. They could simply say what they want, and the robot could try to act it out. What shocked you more about Unitree G1? The voice commands, the real-time movement, or the fact that it even performed Gangnam Style? Tell me in the comments. Then comes UBTech Walker S2, and its most important upgrade is not just a bigger battery. It is autonomous power management, which means the robot can understand when it needs energy and handle the problem by itself. Most humanoids look impressive until the battery runs low, and then the entire workflow stops. Walker S2 changes that with a dual battery system, real-time power monitoring, and a swap station where it can replace its own battery pack in roughly 3 minutes. In a factory, that means the robot could keep moving through inspection, sorting, assembly support, or logistics work without waiting for a human to recharge it. Its 52 degrees of freedom help it bend, reach, squat, and handle full-body movement, while its 33-pound, 15-kilogram payload makes it useful for carrying parts, tools, or packages across industrial spaces. UBTech also gives it binocular stereo vision, so it can judge depth more like human eyes when working near shelves, machines, or other robots. The BrainNet 2.0 and co-agent system matter because they are built for task planning, anomaly detection, and multi-robot coordination. So Walker S2 is not just solving battery downtime, it is showing how China wants humanoids to become part of continuous factory operations. And then comes Midea MIRO U, and this robot takes the factory idea in a very different direction. Most humanoid companies try to copy the human body as closely as possible, with 2 arms, 2 legs, and human-like movement. But Midea is asking a more practical question. If a robot is meant for production lines, why should it stop at only 2 hands? That is why MIRO U uses 6 high-precision bionic arms on a wheeled base with a humanoid upper body. In a washing machine factory, that design actually makes sense. One pair of arms can hold a component steady, another can handle fastening or tool work, and another can support inspection or adjustment at the same time. Its 360-degree rotation also lets it work around a station without constantly repositioning its whole body, while the vertical lift helps it reach different heights on a production line. This becomes especially useful during factory changeovers, when workers have to adjust tools, parts, and positions before the next product run begins. Midea says MIRO U could improve production line changeover efficiency by around 30% once it begins operating at the Wuxi facility. So MIRO U shows that China's robot race is not only about making humanoids look more human. Midea is using real manufacturing experience to build a robot that fits into human-designed workstations, but can still go beyond the limits of the human body. What shocks you more, a humanoid robot that can swap its own battery, or a 6-armed robot that can do multiple factory tasks at once? Comment below. So the real story is not that China has one perfect humanoid robot. The real story is that China is building different robots for different problems. Better hands, warmer human interaction, voice control, battery swapping, and multi-arm factory work. And that is how humanoids move from viral demos into real deployment. But now the big question is, which of these robots do you think looks the most ready for the real world? Comment below.